Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Jaguars. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Eagles for the third Super Bowl, second straight, first repeat team in a long time, if they can do so. Jacksonville seeking their first Super Bowl and their first appearance in the Big Dance.
Eagles
currently 19-0.
More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big, mighty guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
This short throw caught by Goddard, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now They've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
The chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. Herbert is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Etienne once more. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 down at the 31. Now Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat. 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 9 yards that time.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 20. It's a 10-yard pickup and a Munoz. 27 yards.
And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A drive that time.
Hey, and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On play action, Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action now. Lawrence
completes it to Evan Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Jordan Davis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Lawrence.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Herbert.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant here to Smith.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll look to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Phillips on Milliken. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that 1st half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds, and that, of course, is a penalty. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. 1 half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the 2nd half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Staying on his feet, buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He juked him. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Herbert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith, 30 yards. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A handoff for Herbert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hey, let's go.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They go play action with Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hurts.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
63. No touch.
They're going to try and throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
73. No touch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeVonta Smith
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations, they're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It's DeVonta Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of the net.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
That pass caught by Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something execute. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give him a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
2nd down and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would.
And got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Jaguars getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Now Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterback.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Jalen Hurts second Lombardi, the Eagles third. Congratulations to the city of brotherly love. 20-0, Philadelphia.